And I commend this bill to the House.
The question is that the motion be agreed to.
Mr. Speaker.
The Honourable Dr. Duncan Webb.
Kia rana te mana whakawā. Well, here we have it. A bill that 0.7% of submitters supported. The bill is a waste of money. It doesn't meet its own standards. It's narrow, it's contested, and it's a constitutional change by self. We will oppose this bill to the end.
Mr. Speaker, I guess at the end of the day, the real question for this House is precisely who asked for this piece of legislation. We oppose this bill.
Cameron Brewer.
Mr. Speaker, the Regulatory Standards Bill gives effect to National's coalition agreement with ACT. I want to congratulate the ACT Party on what has been over 20 years of advocacy and hard work. Thank you.
Mr. Speaker.
The Honourable Casey Costello.
Mr. Speaker, I rise on behalf of New Zealand First to speak on the Regulatory Standards Bill first reading. Mr. Speaker, New Zealand First supports this bill because it promotes open and accountable government that legislates with key principles in mind: the rule of law, efficiency and regulation, property rights, an independent judiciary, and the belief that every New Zealander is created equal before the law. Mr. Speaker, the bill upholds equality before the law. It promotes openness and accountability in government, and ensures property holder rights cannot be dispossessed of their property without fair compensation, and cost-benefit analysis of legislation ensures that economic policies that will impede productivity and growth are adequately scrutinised. For these reasons, Mr. Speaker, New Zealand First commends the bill to the House.
Thank you. The next call is a split call.
Mr. Speaker.
I call WhangāreiTim.
E te iwi, the Treaty Principles Bill tried to change the meaning and the intent of Te Tiriti o Waitangi. The Regulatory Standards Bill erases Te Tiriti entirely from Aotearoa's democracy without even mentioning it. We will get rid of this government in 2026 and the Regulatory Standards Bill along with it. Kia ora tata.
Francisco Hernandez.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. I rise in anger to denounce the Regulatory Standards Bill. I would describe this bill as a wet fart.
Paulo Garcia.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. Mr. Speaker, the object of the Regulatory Standards Bill is to increase transparency in regulation and the resulting accountability with the New Zealand public. I commend this bill to the House.
The Honourable Rachel Brooking.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker, for this opportunity to speak on the Regulatory Standards Bill. We will repeal this bill. It is a terrible bill.
Dan Bidwar.
Mr. Speaker, for the members' benefit, I just want to highlight the purpose of this bill, which is to hold power to account and to raise the standard of lawmaking and policy making in this country. And I think we've all got great examples from across the House of poor policy that we've seen. And the purpose of this bill is to strengthen that. And that's why this bill sets out standard principles for good regulation. It sets out a process that it needs to go through, and it sets out a regulatory standards board to provide a way for Kiwis to have their say on bad and poor regulation, and ensures that ministers and agencies takes their obligations seriously. As a member of the Select Committee, Mr. Speaker, it was good to hear those that came before us. I wish to thank those submitters. We did make some changes to this bill, and I look forward to debating those throughout the stages. But, Mr. Speaker, I wish to clear up some mistruths about this bill that has been fed at from the other side. The first is that this takes away the sovereignty of Parliament. It does not take away the sovereignty of this bill, of Parliament. There's nothing that prevents us from actually passing legislation from this bill. And with that, Mr. Speaker, I commend this bill to the House.
The Honourable Peony Hanare.
Mr. Speaker, I normally have a lot of respect for Mr. Bidwar. We will repeal this bill when we get the opportunity, and we do not support it.
Catherine Wedd.
red tape and regulation has been holding this country back for far too long. Much of it introduced under that previous government, and we need to get rid of the unnecessary red tape holding our farmers and our growers, our primary sector, our horticulture sector back. We need to get the wheels moving. We need transparent regulation, smarter regulation and less regulation so that we can strengthen this economy and lift wages for everyone. So I commend this bill to the House.
The Honourable Dr Megan Woods.
Mr Speaker, the introduction of this bill tells us that the bill seeks to support the Executive's accountability to Parliament for developing high-quality legislation and exercising stewardship over the regulatory system. This is a piece of law that is simply the ACT Party flexing its muscle with a weak majority party within a coalition that has no ability to stand up for New Zealanders and is letting New Zealanders down, and New Zealanders are being stuck with a piece of legislation that is to their detriment.
Dr Hamish Campbell.
Excellent. I have the 12th spot in this debate, and we have heard a lot of hyperbole and a lot of rubbish in this debate. This bill is very clear. It aims to bring the same discipline to regulation that some argue we already accept and expect in our fiscal management. It aims to set clear principles for good regulation, then requires ministers and agencies to disclose and explain any inconsistencies. The Board's advice to Parliament is non-binding, contrary to what we've heard. It cannot strike down laws. Urgent or exceptional laws can still proceed, but departures must be transparent and justified. This is about transparency and holding the Executive to account.
The question is that the amendments recommended by the Finance and Expenditure Committee by majority be agreed to. Those of that opinion will say aye. To the contrary, no. The ayes have it.
Party vote.
Please conduct a party vote.
New Zealand National.
49 votes in favour.
New Zealand Labour.
34 votes opposed.
Green Party of Aotearoa New Zealand.
Te kaumarima ngā poti e whakahe.
ACT New Zealand.
11 votes in favour.
New Zealand First.
8 votes in favour.
Te Pāti Māori.
E ono ngā pōti whakahe.
The ayes are 68, the noes are 55. The question is agreed. The question is that the motion be agreed to. Those of that opinion will say aye. To the contrary, no. The ayes have it.
Party vote.
Please conduct a party vote.
New Zealand National.
49 votes in favour.
New Zealand Labour.
34 votes opposed.
Green Party of Aotearoa New Zealand.
Te kaumarima ngā poti e whakahe.
ACT New Zealand.
11 votes in favour.
New Zealand First.
8 votes in favour.
Te Pāti Māori.
E ono ngā pōti whakahe.
The ayes are 68, the noes are 55. The question is agreed.
Regulatory Standards Bill, second reading.